Morning. It's Saturday. Beautiful day in March. Guess it's March 4th. They say we're going to trim up the roses today. And I listened to another YouTube man who specializes in roses, and that's what he does. And he says when the forsythia begin to bloom is when we trim the roots, cut back the roses, because then the roses aren't going to go into shock if winter comes along. And I was a little hesitant on that, and I should have probably been out here last week, but it was raw and cold. But you can see that the forsythia are beginning to bloom. So the man of knowledge knows it's time to trim back the roses. So that's what we're going to do this morning. So welcome to 12 Leaves Gardening. My name is Denise, and we're going to cut back some roses. Get ready for spring. So this is a Belinda rose. It's been established about 2 years. So make sure you always have your sharp clippers, pair of gloves, and then I have my alcohol to spray after I go from this bush to the next. You can see that this bush, that stick is dead. That's a done deal. Now there's two ways you can do it. You can clip it straight across, or a lot believe you need to clip it at an angle so that the water, when the rain falls, will run off. I kind of like it at an angle. Just feels more natural to cut it at an angle. Here's a bud. I'm going to cut above that bud. I didn't trim this rose bush last year because it was its first year, and we live in zone 7B, and the summers were intense. Last summer was intense. So this year my goal is to put some drip irrigation in to help cut back and save the water. So here you go. I'm going to cut here. I want to get rid of all the spindly ones. There is a little bud there, but I'm going to sacrifice it. That one I'm going to come all the way down. I'm going to cut that. Good morning, Abigail. I'll cut there. I'll cut this here. And don't be afraid. The rose is going to live. I mean, you can't cut more than a third. You don't want to cut more than a third. But it's, again, we want to make gardening enjoyable, not something we're stressing about. So, and then we've got this one over here. We go all the way down to the roots. I had mulched it down for winter. And there's some buds coming out. Here's a dead stick here. And get rid of that one. I like hay. I get it at the feed store. It's cheap. I want to take that one right. So there you go. In a matter of a couple minutes, you can get your rose bush clipped, get cleaned up, move to the next, and we still have plenty of time to work on other things. I want to pot up some Shasta daisies. So, again, thanks for joining me, Denise from 12 Leaves Gardening. Come back to see me. If you like and subscribe, share with a friend. Be blessed.